Hey everyone, welcome to the third World History on One Page video, also known as the WOOP project. Here is the planet for all my big picture people out there. On this trip we're heading to the Middle East. Google Earth will take us to the north of Saudi Arabia. Again, the find option will take us there. Type in Middle East. And in the WOOP project we would go to either the World Overview Timeline. You can look up Middle East here with Control F for find. Type Middle East. I understand that many terms, including the term Middle East, differ in meaning from person to person when you're looking at the big picture. Some people in our country may say they are in the Middle East, and other people in that same country may say no, they're not. Obviously that kind of concept has been why people have been to war with each other in history. Is this France or England, for example? Is this British territory or American territory? Is this Jewish territory or Roman territory? Is this Egypt or does it belong to Greece? Is this Rhodesia or is it Zimbabwe? The list is endless. So with the zoom concept I mentioned in chapter 1, if you want to zoom into the countries in the Middle East, that option is to go to the continents file, then the Middle East. I understand from scripture that Nimrod is the first man who ever built a city, the city of Babylon. Control F again and type in Nimrod. The Bible refers to Akkad in Genesis 10:10. Some historians compare him with Gilgamesh. You will see that I have started posting links on all the entries. This is to back up the entries with the source data. I understand that, especially in terms of ancient history, various historians disagree with each other on dates and times and regions, and they all have reasons for stating what they state. I have found in my life that as humans our perspectives have always been varied and differing. I have heard the argument that if you put a single point on a page, you can draw a perfect circle around that point with a compass, and immediately you have 360 different degrees or ways of looking at that single point. Additionally, if you look at, for an example, at an elephant, you will see tusks in a trunk if you look from the front. You will see a tail if you look from the back. You will see tusks in a trunk and a tail if you look from the side. Going back to that point on a page, if you then transition from 2 dimensions to 3 dimensions, you have a perfect sphere around that single point. And from that point you have 360 squared, which is 129,600 ways of looking at that one dot on the page. And I have found that with all of the arguments going on around the planet, it's a lot easier to look from another person's perspective than to try to convince them that my perspective is better than theirs. I think that's partly why I'm fascinated by languages. And going back to the elephant example, it seems relatively pointless to me for the guys at the front and the back of the elephant and the side to argue with each other over what an elephant looks like. In my opinion, that time is better spent learning about something I didn't know yesterday. Because once you lose money, you can always make more, but once you've lost time, you've lost it forever. No matter how much money you have, you don't have any guarantees that you can buy another week or another day or even one more hour. So back to Babylon. If we say find next, we have the next entry where we find an entry about Nimrod's wife, Semiramis. This link is from the Fuel Project, which is a 77-chapter video history project of the world that I found explains a lot about why the world is in the shape it's in. You type find again and the next entry tells us that Nimrod was killed by his wife. Find again, we have an account of the building of the Tower of Babel. Another visual aspect of the project is color. I have found that highlighting a particular series of entries lends itself to seeing the continuity of a single idea or teaching. Over here on the left with the Hebrew year, I have started putting in Hebrew months where I can. And then the Gregorian dates, I have entered an air quotes time of day here and a numerical value on the end so that the user can see that the previous row's concept has been continued. At the end of the entry, the color ends with the URL for reference and further study on the topic. There is also the 999 for the end of the numerical value to denote that that particular point is currently complete. More can always be added later. I have found this idea useful as well to add in additional details. For example, adding in an additional point between 001 and 002. I could insert an additional row and call it 0011. If an additional explanation of a particular concept comes to me afterwards, and of course I'm continuing to insert URLs for all the entries so that they're backed up by research rather than giving the impression I sucked them from my thumb. You will also see at the top of the page in the continent file that the header is air quotes closer than in the world overview. We can go up here to see the entries I found from Flavius Josephus. If you're looking for who Flavius Josephus is, Control F again, type in Flavius Josephus. He was a Jew born and raised in Jerusalem. Control F again. His father was born in 6 AD. This is when Samaria became part of the Roman province of Judea. Find again, we see that Josephus was taken prisoner by the Emperor Vespasian. And Josephus told Vespasian about an ancient oracle that foretold a world ruler would arise from Judea. Josephus asserted that this referred to Vespasian, who was destined to become Emperor of Rome, and intrigued Vespasian spared his life. When this prophecy came true and Vespasian became emperor, he rewarded Josephus handsomely, freeing him from his chains and eventually adopting him into his family, the Flavians. And Josephus thus became Flavius Josephus. Interesting point, because as you may know, the resurrection of Jesus Christ is the linchpin of Christianity. Talking about who that ancient ruler is meant to be. A man may raise another man from the grave, for example, in the account of Jesus raising Lazarus. If a man actually raises himself from the grave, particularly from a gruesome death with hundreds of witnesses, then something miraculous is going on. For all of my skeptical friends, of course, there is no sin in being skeptical. A great question to ask oneself is, when is enough evidence enough evidence? For those of you who are still looking for evidence, I would recommend The Case of Christ. You can find that trailer here. You can watch that whole thing on YouTube or DVD, whichever works for you. Many thanks again for your time. Again, the idea is to have a central database that I'll be sending members the monthly links to. As a member, you will receive the monthly links and you can show people that you're referring to, or if you're simply studying other languages or cultures. Membership is currently $20. For every referral that you successfully refer, you can earn yourself $10. See you on the next video.